Gene Hackman has passed away at the age of 94, leaving behind a legendary career that shaped the landscape of Hollywood. A two-time Academy Award winner, Hackman was widely regarded as one of the most versatile and commanding actors in film history. His ability to portray tough, complex characters with raw intensity made him a household name and an inspiration for countless actors. Born Eugene Allen Hackman on January 30th, 1930, in San Bernardino, California, he had a difficult upbringing. His father abandoned the family when Hackman was a young boy, forcing him to grow up fast. At 16, he lied about his age to enlist in the U.S. Marine Corps, where he served as a radio operator. After leaving the military, Hackman pursued his passion for acting, despite constant rejections and being told he didn't have the look of a leading man. His breakthrough came in 1967 with his role in Bonnie and Clyde, where he played Buck Barrow, earning him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. But it was in 1971 that he truly became a star, portraying the relentless and no-nonsense detective Popeye Doyle in The French Connection. His electrifying performance won him his first Oscar for Best Actor, cementing his reputation as a powerhouse in Hollywood. Hackman was a master at playing flawed but compelling characters, from his chilling performance as Lex Luthor in Superman, 1978, to his role in the psychological thriller Mississippi Burning, 1988. His range was unmatched. Whether he was playing a villain, a lawman, or a troubled father, he brought an authenticity and depth that set him apart. His second Academy Award win came for his unforgettable performance in Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven, 1992, where he played the brutal sheriff, Little Bill Daggett. The role showcased his ability to dominate the screen with a presence that was both terrifying and mesmerizing. Throughout his career, Hackman worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, including Clint Eastwood, Gene Wilder, Denzel Washington, and Wes Anderson. His performances in films like Hoosiers, 1986, Crimson Tide, 1995, Enemy of the State, 1998, and The Royal Tenenbaums, 2001, further solidified his status as one of the greatest actors of all time. Despite his immense success, Hackman was known for being humble and private. In 2004, he quietly retired from acting after Welcome to Mooseport, choosing to step away from Hollywood to focus on writing novels and enjoying life away from the spotlight. His absence from the industry only added to his mystique, as fans and critics continued to celebrate his legacy and influence. Many of today's leading actors cite Hackman as an inspiration, admiring his naturalistic acting style and fearless approach to roles. Now, with his passing, the world has lost one of the last great legends of the golden era of Hollywood. Gene Hackman was not just an actor, he was a force of nature, a man who transformed every role he played into something unforgettable. Rest in peace, Gene Hackman. Your legacy will live on through the timeless films and performances that defined generations. Deborah Smith Ford passed away at the age of 73, leaving behind a legacy of creativity, storytelling, and inspiration. She was more than just an actress and author. She was a creative force, a woman whose passion for storytelling left a lasting impression on those who encountered her work. Whether on screen or in the pages of her books, Deborah's artistic spirit shone through, bringing characters to life and inspiring generations with her dedication to the craft. Born with an innate love for the arts, Deborah's journey into the entertainment industry was one of persistence, talent, and undeniable passion. She found joy in performing from an early age, honing her skills in theater, television, and film, eventually carving out a name for herself among audiences and industry professionals alike. Her acting career spanned various genres and formats, showcasing her versatility as a performer. From dramatic roles that required emotional depth to light-hearted performances that brought smiles to countless faces, Deborah proved time and time again that she was a force to be reckoned with. But beyond just the performances, What set her apart was her commitment to authenticity. She didn't just play roles, she became them. While many knew her from her work on screen, Deborah was also a gifted author, with a passion for crafting compelling narratives. She saw storytelling as a powerful tool for connection, a way to bridge gaps, share experiences, and bring people together through words. Her books, filled with imagination, wisdom, and heart, served as an extension of her artistic vision, giving readers a glimpse into her unique perspective on life. Her dual career as both an actress and an author demonstrated her boundless creativity and unwavering dedication to the arts. Whether performing in front of a camera or putting pen to paper, Deborah's ability to captivate, inspire, and entertain never wavered. Colleagues in the industry admired her work ethic, kindness, and generosity. She was known not only for her talent, but also for her willingness to uplift others, offering guidance and encouragement to those following in her footsteps. She understood the challenges that came with a career in entertainment and literature, and was always ready to lend a helping hand or share words of wisdom. Deborah's impact went far beyond the stage and screen. She was a mentor, a storyteller, and a beacon of creativity. She believed in the power of art to heal, to teach, and to inspire, and she poured her heart into every project she undertook. Even in her later years, Deborah remained deeply engaged with her craft, continuing to write, act, and connect with fans. She never stopped seeking new ways to express herself, proving that true artists never stop creating. Her legacy is not just in the roles she played or the books she wrote, but in the countless lives she touched along the way. As we remember Deborah Smith Ford, we celebrate a life dedicated to art, passion, and storytelling. Her influence will continue to be felt in the pages of her books, the films she graced, and the hearts of those who were lucky enough to witness her creative magic firsthand. Rest in peace, Deborah. Your stories will live on forever. Mary Peach passed away at the age of 88, leaving behind a legacy of grace, talent, and unforgettable performances in British film and television. A gifted actress known for her poise and emotional depth, she brought life to every role she played, earning admiration from both audiences and critics alike. Born in South Africa, Mary made her mark in the British entertainment industry during the golden era of cinema and television. Her breakthrough came with the 1959 war film, The Angry Silence, where she starred alongside Richard Attenborough. Her performance as Anna Curtis was widely praised, establishing her as a rising star and earning her critical acclaim. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, she continued to impress audiences with her performances in both film and television. Her ability to portray strong, complex female characters made her a sought-after actress during a time when the industry was evolving. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Mary was not confined to a single genre. She effortlessly transitioned from drama to romance, from historical epics to thrillers, always delivering performances that felt authentic and engaging. One of her most memorable roles was in the classic British sci-fi series Doctor Who, where she appeared in the 1969 serial The Enemy of the World, opposite Patrick Troughton. Her portrayal of Astrid Ferrier, a strong-willed and resourceful agent, left a lasting impression on fans of the series. To this day, Doctor Who enthusiasts fondly remember her character as one of the standout companions of that era. Mary was also a frequent presence in popular British television dramas. She appeared in shows such as The Avengers, The Saint, Dixon of Dock Green, and Z-Cars, proving her versatility and range as an actress. Whether playing a courageous heroine, a cunning adversary, or a tragic figure, she had an uncanny ability to connect with audiences on a deeply emotional level. Beyond her acting career, Mary Peach was known for her elegance, intelligence, and deep appreciation for the arts. She was not just a performer, but also a passionate advocate for the industry, supporting young talents and speaking about the importance of storytelling in cinema and television. Her work helped pave the way for future generations of actresses, showing that women could take on strong, commanding roles in an era that often limited their opportunities. In later years, Mary gradually stepped away from the spotlight, choosing a quieter life while still remaining involved in the arts. Her contributions, however, remained an important part of British television history. Even decades after her most iconic performances, her work continues to be celebrated by fans, historians, and critics who recognize the significant impact she had on British entertainment. As we say goodbye to Mary Peach, we remember an actress who brought warmth, intelligence, and sophistication to the screen. She was a star who shone brightly in an industry that can often be unforgiving, and yet she remained graceful and beloved throughout her career. Her performances will live on, continuing to inspire new generations of actors and film enthusiasts. Rest in peace, Mary Peach. Your legacy will never fade. Joe Nickell passed away at the age of 78, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most dedicated and respected paranormal investigators in modern history. A man of relentless curiosity and sharp analytical skills, he spent his career uncovering the truth behind some of the world's most famous mysteries, separating fact from fiction with scientific precision. Born with a deep fascination for the unknown, Nickell was never content with accepting things at face value. While many were drawn to the thrill of the supernatural, he was determined to apply logic, research, and historical analysis to debunk myths and investigate claims of the unexplained. His journey into the world of skepticism began with his background in English, journalism, and forensic studies. Unlike many so-called paranormal experts, Nickell approached each case with a methodical and scientific mindset, combining historical research, hands-on experiments, and forensic techniques to examine ghost sightings, UFO reports, conspiracy theories, and religious miracles. He was perhaps best known for his work with the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry, CSI, where he took on some of the most famous paranormal cases in the world. From investigating the Shroud of Turin to exposing fraudulent psychics, he was fearless in his pursuit of the truth, even when his findings were unpopular or challenged deeply held beliefs. One of his most famous investigations was his work on the Amityville horror case, where he dissected the exaggerated claims of supernatural activity surrounding the infamous house. Through rigorous research and critical analysis, he helped reveal the fabrications behind the legend, proving that the so-called haunted house was more of a media spectacle than a true paranormal event. Nickell also tackled mystical artifacts, such as the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, and the Voynich manuscript, offering historical explanations for objects that many believed to have magical or divine origins. His meticulous research often led to groundbreaking discoveries that helped clarify these long-standing mysteries. Throughout his career, he wrote more than 40 books and countless articles, covering topics ranging from haunted locations to psychic hoaxes. His book, The Science of Ghosts, remains one of the most influential works in skeptical research, offering an in-depth look at the psychology behind ghost sightings and how environmental factors can create the illusion of paranormal activity. Despite often debunking widely accepted supernatural beliefs, Nickell was not dismissive of those who believed in them. He approached his investigations with respect and an open mind, recognizing that people's experiences were real to them, even if the explanations behind them were rooted in science rather than the paranormal. His work was never about mocking believers, but rather about offering logical, evidence-based answers to help people understand the world in a clearer way. In addition to his fieldwork and writing, he was a frequent guest on television and radio programs, often invited as the leading authority on paranormal skepticism. Shows like Unsolved Mysteries, Penn and Teller Bullshit, and National Geographic specials frequently sought his expertise when covering supernatural topics. His calm, articulate explanations often provided a refreshing counterbalance to sensationalized ghost stories and conspiracy theories. Even in his later years, Nickell remained passionate about uncovering the truth, continuing his work despite criticism from those who preferred to believe in the fantastical. He understood that, in a world filled with misinformation, skepticism was more important than ever. His passing marks the loss of a brilliant mind, a fearless investigator, and a tireless advocate for rational thinking. His work will continue to serve as a guiding light for future generations of researchers, journalists, and critical thinkers who seek the truth in an era of growing misinformation. Joe Nickell's legacy will endure through the countless cases he investigated, the knowledge he shared, and the skeptical movement he helped strengthen. Rest in peace, Joe Nickell. Your pursuit of truth will never be forgotten. Daniel Rovero passed away at the age of 67, leaving behind a legacy of dedication, leadership, and service to the people of Argentina. A respected politician and public servant, he spent his life working to improve the lives of those he represented, championing policies that prioritized education, healthcare, and social justice. Born in Argentina, Rovero developed a strong sense of responsibility toward his community from an early age. He was deeply influenced by the struggles and aspirations of everyday citizens, which inspired him to pursue a career in public service. He believed that true leadership meant listening to the people and fighting for their needs, a principle that guided his work throughout his career. Rovero's journey into politics began at the local level, where he served in various administrative roles before eventually securing a position in the Argentine legislative system. His ability to connect with people, understand their concerns, and push for meaningful reform made him a trusted and well-respected figure in his community. As a legislator, Rovero played a crucial role in advocating for better healthcare and educational programs. He understood that strong public institutions were the backbone of a thriving society, and he worked tirelessly to secure funding for schools, hospitals, and community programs. His efforts led to several key reforms, ensuring that healthcare and education remained accessible to all, especially for underprivileged communities. Beyond policy work, Rovero was known for his hands-on approach. He often visited local schools, hospitals, and neighborhoods, speaking directly with the people to understand their struggles. Unlike many politicians who remained distant from their constituents, Rovero was always present, engaged, and committed to making real change. One of his most notable contributions was his involvement in economic development programs aimed at creating job opportunities and supporting small businesses. He understood that sustainable economic growth required investing in local talent and industries, and he worked closely with business leaders to foster growth while ensuring fair labor practices. Despite facing political challenges and opposition, Rovero remained steadfast in his principles. He was never one to back down from difficult conversations, often standing his ground on issues of social justice, workers' rights, and government transparency. His colleagues admired his integrity and unwavering commitment to the people, earning him respect, even among political rivals. Throughout his career, Rovero mentored young politicians and activists, encouraging them to engage in public service with honesty and dedication. He believed that good governance was not about personal power, but about serving the people, a philosophy he upheld until his final days. Even after leaving active politics, Rovero continued to advocate for social causes, lending his voice to important discussions on human rights, economic equity, and education reform. He remained a trusted advisor and a source of inspiration for those seeking to create a better future for Argentina. His passing marks the loss of a passionate leader and a devoted public servant. The impact of his work will continue to be felt through the policies he helped shape, the lives he touched, and the generations of leaders he inspired. Daniel Rovero's legacy will endure in the hearts of the people he served, in the communities he strengthened, and in the progress he fought for throughout his career. Rest in peace, Daniel Rovero. Your commitment to justice and equality will never be forgotten. Sonny Arguinzoni passed away at the age of 84, leaving behind a powerful legacy as a spiritual leader, visionary, and advocate for faith-based outreach. His life was dedicated to transforming communities, guiding people through faith, and helping those struggling with addiction, poverty, and despair. Born in Brooklyn, New York, in 1939, Arguinzoni grew up in a tough environment, facing many of the same struggles that would later become the focus of his ministry. As a young man, he was drawn to a life of gang activity and substance abuse, but a transformative encounter with faith changed his path forever. This personal experience ignited a passion in him to help others break free from addiction and violence, leading him to dedicate his life to ministry. In 1967, he founded Victory Outreach, a faith-based organization aimed at reaching out to people caught in cycles of addiction, crime, and homelessness. What started as a small mission in Los Angeles quickly grew into an international movement, with churches and outreach programs spanning across the United States and beyond. Victory Outreach became a beacon of hope, offering rehabilitation, spiritual guidance, and community support to those in need. Arguinzoni's approach was compassionate, yet transformative. He understood the pain and struggles of those he served because he had walked the same path. This made his message authentic and deeply impactful. Through Victory Outreach, he helped thousands of people escape addiction, restore broken families, and find new purpose through faith. His ministry wasn't just about preaching sermons, it was about action. Arguinzoni and his team worked tirelessly to establish rehabilitation homes, job training programs, and youth outreach initiatives. He believed that true faith required helping others in tangible, life-changing ways, and his organization became a global network dedicated to that mission. As Victory Outreach expanded, Arguinzoni became an internationally recognized leader in urban ministry and gang intervention. His influence reached far beyond the pulpit as he worked alongside community leaders, law enforcement, and policymakers to create programs that uplifted marginalized communities. Despite his growing influence, Arguinzoni remained humble and dedicated to his calling. He was known for his warmth, kindness, and unwavering belief in the power of redemption. Whether he was speaking at a large conference or sitting with a struggling individual, his message was always one of hope and transformation. He also authored several books, including Treasures Out of Darkness, where he shared the powerful testimonies of individuals whose lives were changed through faith and Victory Outreach's mission. His writings continue to inspire pastors, missionaries, and community leaders worldwide. Even in his later years, Arguinzoni remained actively involved in Victory Outreach's growth and development. He mentored the next generation of leaders, ensuring that his vision of faith-driven community transformation would continue long after him. His passing is a great loss to the faith community, but his impact will live on. Through the churches he established, the lives he changed, and the hope he instilled in thousands, Sonny Arguinzoni's legacy remains stronger than ever. Rest in peace, Sonny Arguinzoni. Your work and faith will continue to change lives for generations to come.